I feel like y'all dirty. Give me a second, y'all. No mail down. And I need a napkin. Mm-mm. T-Con checking in. T-Con checking in. All right. These real quick. Ooh, y'all look good. Nah, y'all look good. Y'all look good. Looks good, looks good, looks good, looks good, looks good. I'm gonna let y'all check in because I'm actually a little bit early, but I done air fry some old, what's this, KFC? And then I love sweet potato fries. I got some ketchup. Y'all not ready for me? Y'all not. And y'all want to be? But y'all not. So I'm gonna let y'all check in. I've been wanting to do this video for a long time. I hope y'all got a snack. I hope y'all got a drink. Now this is mango juice. Did you see BB Can? So I admittedly didn't watch any BB Can this whole season. No, that's a lie. I watched like the first 4 episodes, and then work said, "No, ma'am, Pam, I'm not doing that anymore." Hey, Busy, what's going on here? You know, let me put y'all over here too. While I wait for y'all to come in. Well, that was a little fancy. I don't think that's the password. Let me put y'all over here while I wait for y'all to come in. Let y'all people know, you know, put it on your Facebook, put it on your Twitters. I don't know how many people actually are, you know, fans of Real Housewives of Potomac or Real Housewives of Atlanta or Bravo. I don't even want to say Bravo because, to be honest, I don't know if I'm a Bravo person. I only watch Real Housewives of Atlanta and the Real Housewives of Potomac. Outside of that, I mean, the stuff is cute, but I'm just not, I don't watch any other franchises. I know that there's a lot of other, you know, YouTubers who be like, oh, Beverly Hills in New York and Jersey, and I mean, I would like to see. I never heard of them. I never heard of them before. All right, give me a second, y'all. Let me put y'all over here so I can make sure that I don't miss nobody's comments when they're talking to me. I want to see everybody's comments when y'all come through. Let me go to BusyBlu. Yo, move out the way. What is this thing? All right, we here. We in here. Now I can see all y'all comments. Oh, y'all got an ad on here. Oh, I'm making money, so I'm using a different account. I just got an ad. Y'all looking at an ad. What they selling y'all? Water filters. Oh, they selling me water filters. Sierra said, I only watched the first season of Potomac. I watched all Atlanta though, but I never watched the other ones. Hey, I made it busy. What's going on? Welcome. Let me tell you, Sierra, after this video, you are going to watch Potomac. You're going to be just as invested as I am. I'm gonna let y'all come in for a second. I feel like I have stuff everywhere. Let me see if I can move this over here without moving y'all. And then I'm gonna get this other table over here that my boyfriend said that he wanted to keep upstairs. And I'm gonna put it right here. And then we're gonna put the laptop right here. Y'all, we making a zoo with a zoo. Look at the studio coming together. Y'all know this impromptu. Y'all know I'm not one of those channels. We about to do this all off the off the cuff, off the dome, and we make it happen. All right, so it's been 4 minutes. Let me not do too much, because people may be trying to watch this video. What's up, everybody? It's your boy BusyBlu, and I am back. Okay, with something a little different. I am gonna give y'all where's Production Bay? Production Bay has a game night. So, you know, unfortunately, we're short on staff. But, you know, we're going to try to make it through. You know, I got the mods in here. So, you know, you got to work double time. Okay? Because Production Bay, we're short on staff today. You know, they had to call in. They had a family emergency. And you know, we couldn't say no. They had the PTO hours. You know, so as much as I tried to protest, you know, we had to legally. We just had to. So we are short on staff today. What's up, everybody? It's your boy BusyBlu, and I'm back with something new. I don't think that I've ever talked about the Real Housewives of Potomac before, and I think that this channel is on and off when it comes to the Real Housewives. I will say this: love, 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 love them. Those of you who like know me. I am just as in love with the Real Housewives of Atlanta as I am with Big Brother. The social construct, seeing people in their lives, how they react, how they interact, and like I love all of it. Luke, you have to move back. Everybody trying to be the star. And I just love the show. I am a reality show person in the first place. What go say? She said, but why you didn't call all this before? Why you didn't do all this before you started? So I didn't know what it was gonna look like. So this is true tea. So what I do is prep before I get on the live, right? So I put a table in, but I normally use my own camera, right? When you get on YouTube Live, they say, oh, no, this is a little bit more extra, it's a little bit more space. So it doesn't look the same. So then I'm like, oh, wait a second, now I gotta, regroup. And because I'm short on staff today, a couple of people called in, I don't have the, capabilities to, move things as fast as possible. So I'm trying to do things on my own. You know what I'm saying? So when I say, please hold, I'll be right back to you. And if I don't get back to you, just know we're short on staff today. But, so let me read some of your comments. Jasmine, I feel like I got a binge Potomac to be invested. I'm going to get you invested. Sierra says, where's production? They're off today. Potomac doesn't have enough people that look like me. That's a lie. Now that's a lie. Now the lighting may be well. Give me a good lighting. I'll look like, Shamar Moore, myself. Ghost Hunter, we can only do so much. Exactly. Let me go through some of the reality ho calling them Friday. That's what I'm talking about, KD. Get them together. Ain't no reason why you calling in on a Friday. On a Friday. But you know what? Well, by law, we just had to allow it. We had to allow it. The guy employee of the month. We didn't want to, ruffle any feathers. I said that we don't strike because we didn't pay. That may be true to you. So, all right. So, let's get into it, y'all. So, before I get into, because I'm going to do a recap and review of the first episode of Real House of Potomac. But before I get into the Real Housewives of Potomac, I want to give you guys an overview on why I have fallen in love with this cast. Admittedly, everything that I say is biased because I only like the third season. Okay? Now, I watched the first season because, if those who know, I live in the DMV area. And because I live in the DMV area, I felt some type of allegiance to watching the show. First season, it was cute. I'm always here for a majority, black cast, because I can't tell the difference between those hoes with the wine glasses over there on the West Coast. I just can't. So I'm always here for a black cast and showing that we got the funds too. So I watched the first season. It was cute. The first season, my favorite was Katie Ross. Now y'all go look at her. She's gonna be here for the this fourth season. But she was a girl who was chasing a man. Okay, she was chasing this man to marry her. Chasing. Now, some of the things that she had was cute, but I see why he said, you know what? Can I see that ring for a second? Yeah, I'm just gonna take it to be resized. Okay, don't look for me. Okay. So I did admittedly like her. Second season came around, and I fell in love with Ashley. straight off, I mean, just Ashley. Ashley, okay. Second season came around. We had a cast change. Katie's desperate butt was gone. Okay, they kicked her out. Her story was, I mean, now that she made her kids almost Jewish and she had no husband, I mean, her fiance, she was gone. They introduced a new girl. Her name was Monique. So, there was a cast, change. It was cute. My favorite that season became Ashley. Ashley Darby, hands down, became my fave. She's young, she's vibrant, she everything. Now we get to season 3. And I'm going to go through the cast of season 3, why I love them, how I fell in love with them. Overall, as a cast, the reason why I even started watching any of these reality shows of the glitz and glamour of the real lives of or behind the gates of was because I wanted to feel like these people were like me, just with a little bit more money. And I thought it would be interesting to see how they dealt with issues that maybe I dealt with, just was not a little bit, a lot more money. And that's something that we kind of got in the beginning of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, you remember everybody was just new to the show. Deshawn Snow, I mean, she was the richest of the rich. She was getting countesses or whatever that was in the first season. But I feel like everyone else was a modest rich. They had their labels, but the labels, in my opinion, were more so like this is Sean John, okay. But then they dealt with struggles with their friendships. Oh, she's on the list, she's not on the list. Are you gonna come to this party? Don't come. And how do you deal with those conflicts and talking it out? And I think that's why people became fan favorites of the friendship between Nene Leakes and Kim Zolciak. Because you saw their ups and downs and everything that happened with them. But at the end of the day, at least I felt like, or we felt like, authentically, they mended fences and became friends again. I think that, and I don't want to give the whole spiel, because, I give my boyfriend this thing all the time, because if I could be anything, I would be a reality show producer and creator. And I would rock the nation, okay? And I do feel like there was a very big shift in the Real Housewives of Atlanta, especially with regards to the cast and relationships and the way people dealt with each other once Carlos King became executive producer and Kenya Moore and Portia Williams became a part of the cast. At this point, and Candy kind of fit that, but she was the only one, so she was trying to fit in. She was fitting in with everyone else, which I think is smarter than now we're adding several people who have nothing to do or small connections with the cast. And now we're not seeing people live their real lives and trying to deal with these conflicts with people as they have money. Now we're just dealing with people who bump into each other at the grocery store. Like, don't touch me. And I felt like once Carlos King became executive producer and we had Kenya and Portia come in, then we had a individual, Kenya Moore, who you guys all know is my favorite Real House of Atlanta star. Okay? She looked at this as a show. Like, this, I'm here to make money. These are my castmates. Girl, we cool here and there for now. And then that's it. Portia was a little bit delicate, but she also was a housewife. She was trying to, showcase how it was in her home without the, major effects of ridicule. That played, throughout those different seasons of these ladies changing the aspects of being friends with each other, like Nene, Sheree, and Kim, and Deshawn, and Lisa, to I'm getting to know, I'm trying to learn, these people. And I think that the Real Housewives of Atlanta is now in a place where, unfortunately, if we don't get Carlos King back, or somebody's just as messy, boringness is going to come from this show, because I'm not seeing rich people live their lives out with their friends, deal with their personal dramas, with all this money. And Real Housewives of Atlanta, especially when Candy came in and she changed the narrative of I'm not just a housewife, I'm a businesswoman, I'm making money. Now everybody got a business. Now they selling us something. Do you want a wide spritzer? Do you want a weave? You want some lingerie? Do you want, natural hair? You need a lawyer? Do you need somebody who gonna bury you? Do you want a comedy show where I'm gonna curse you out? Like, all of these things became their thing. Who had that fashion? Who was that person who had that fashion show with no fashions? How dreadful. All of these things became so much more important than their roles as a housewife or the fun and flirtiness of the show. It's almost like we go from, this is the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You put the peach out, and then we just get from each housewife commercial, and then Bravo goes to commercial. Okay? And these people don't know each other, so there's no connectivity. At this point in the show, there's so much disconnect that it's causing a rift between the show and its viewers. I don't think that we don't have a relationship or what's the word I'm looking for, y'all? There's a dedication to this series and this show because, we made it what it was. But I feel like at this point, because of the inauthenticity of the relationships between each other, I think the show has lost that piece that is essential to the progress of it. Let me go to some of the comments. Katie was tragic. Yes, she was. I just loved her, though. She was a mess. The Thirst, Ashley and her husband are too much. Still love them. Okay, speaking facts. Oh, thanks. Dude, people with money don't have issues. They have no common sense. I don't think that's true. My mom always said their issues may not be my issues, but they got the same issues. I don't know what it's like to lose a Giuseppe. Okay, and that must be tragic. Okay. See that you would be great as. Seriously, you guys, I would love to be a reality show producer. Like if I wasn't doing what I was doing now, or where my career is, I would definitely be a reality show producer. Kenya is my favorite too. In real life, Jazz, because you're the real one. You're the realest. Don't watch this show, but I support. That's what I'm talking about. See, Ghost is the real one. I mean, sometimes. She know I love her though. We definitely have to talk too. Katie, a fashion line. Who's that fat person with that fashion line or that fashion show with no fashions? It's becoming staged with actors than the core was. So I will say this, and in real life, Jazz said it's becoming staged with actors than the core where it started. I'm not gonna say it's becoming staged with actors. There is a major difference in the Real Housewives franchise and Love and Hip Hop, hands down. Now I'm gonna give Mona Scott Young, her, her accolades. Shout out to the League. Also shout out to Forrest Arts. I'm gonna give her accolades, but this is I don't think that the show is so much so scripted reality as the Love and Hip Hop franchise is. I think that we have individuals who fit the mold of what it means to be this Real Housewives or fit into this Real Housewives franchise, but have to try to navigate through this shark or get your way to the top. You're going to have to put that peach in your mentality that you have to be fake in order to get in or get your peach. And it's gotten tiring and it's gotten frustrating. You know how many people that I feel like the fans or the people who we wanted to see and we wanted to have a peach, and it's like, why y'all pick this other person? Case in point, hands down, what's the old girl that Tanya Sam? She should have had a peach. There's no reason why the lady should not have had a peach. First of all, Shamari DeVoe, and I'm gonna give props. She is married to the living legend, but at the end of the day, didn't they have a backyard barbecue for the twins? Didn't they have a backyard barbecue for the twins? Tanya, whatever her name. She had a hibachi house. Oh, no, no. You know, I'm thinking we're going to do hibachi. We're going to pick the 5th house. Okay? Everybody come over there. We're going to pop bottles. And we also have the cooks coming. Why are we over here watching what's going on with Shamari DeVoe? Black with a Q. I feel like the producers have... I don't know if it was because of this whole, you know, she was married to Ronnie DeVoe or, you know, this open... That storyline came and gone so fast. We had an open relationship at one time. I was thinking they're going to bring somebody in. They was about to spook us with a girl. You know, they was about to pop somebody up on us. I slept with him and then we was going to see some conflict. It was just her awkwardly talking about it with her husband and with her husband's mom. Throwing up in everybody's kitchen and bathroom and patting people's, you know, genital area. Donald Trump on... The producers have made major mistakes in casting. And the show has just gone into this world where the people who are fan favorites or have been here for the longest, they're just here because we're used to seeing them. Remember when reality shows used to be reality? Those were the days. I don't think that they're... So I actually am one of those people who think that reality shows are still reality. And here's my argument. You're not going to be able to change it. Because I want to be a reality show producer anyway. So say me, y'all, say I'm on a reality show and it's about Big Brother YouTubers, okay? And it's all about, we're now about to create this huge event, you know, showcase for the finale of Big Brother. And this, you know, this reality show is going to showcase the lives of Big Brother YouTube, of YouTube, you know, YouTube personalities, you know, who cover Big Brother, but also the journey in which we go to try to create this huge event around the finale. Say they bring in Mr. Microphone Head, okay, in the dark room. Now, in reality, I would not be anywhere by it. First of all, we live on opposite sides of the world or of the country, and we don't really know each other. But now we're casted in the same thing. So now they say, look, BusyBlu, you got to meet at this, you know, diner, you know, 5:30, be there. So I get there at 5:30, you know, 5:45, you know, Mr. Microphone in the dungeon room, he come in. Everything that happens at that point is real. Now, it was constructed, yes, of us being together. If they had to do that. Because who knows, maybe I heard that we were going to be in a show together and I reached out and I wanted to do something. But say that we did it. Say that the producer said, look, you meet this time, you meet this time. Everything that happens is real. Why is that not reality? Now, in Love and Hip Hop, all of that, you said you was going to... And I just want to make sure that everybody that I talk to knows that I'm the baddest in the... I know Motor Scott be saying, again, just repeat it one more time. Put a strength into everybody. Let me go back to the comments. So I do think that reality shows are still reality. I think that there definitely has been, because of how they're putting casts together, there definitely is a difference in sincerity or veracity in why they're meeting. But I think that for true reality shows, and I think that Bravo sticks to this, there definitely is a handout in making sure that, you know, whatever happened, now we're about to put y'all in the room, whatever y'all do is what y'all do, and that's reality. Page and Production Bay. Production Bay not here. That's why Kim Fields didn't last. No, you know, let me tell you why Kim Fields didn't last. First of all, I never liked her. She should have never been. I don't even know what she was thinking. First of all, if you're going to be a because I would never, ever, ever do a reality show. Ever, ever. Think about how you would come off to people. Think about your real life. Think about your circle of friends, your circle of family. Think about the conflict. Think about the drama. Think about the way that you handle or deal with things. And then say to yourself, would I watch me? I know Kim Fields wouldn't watch herself getting her bleached blonde hair, talking to her tap dancing husband and changing her sons. There's no way. And she's sitting here crying. I just don't know how to deal with girls. What happened to class? Girl, wrong show. Nothing happened to it. Wrong show. Turn to TLC, turn to the old network. Nothing happened to it. Wrong network. Andrew Glassberg, he has a... Oh, yeah, I sure do. Wait, somebody says... Oh, am I single? Unfortunately, I'm not single. I am taken. No, fortunately, I'm taken. Kim Fields wouldn't have... Her storyline was boring. She didn't have enough to share to keep us invested in her story. You know what? I'll say this. I don't even think it's a necessity of having a storyline. And I'm sorry, y'all, because I'm kind of behind on y'all comments, but let me catch up. I don't even think it's a necessity of having a storyline. I don't think you need to have a storyline. Sometimes it could just be your integration in the group or the ensemble cast. I don't think every time you need to have something going on with your life outside of, and that's how we're gonna get to Giselle. Y'all, let me go through these comments, and I'm gonna talk about, because I think we're getting through why the Real Housewives of Atlanta is waning in viewership. I don't think Bravo cares, because people have been kind of telling them these things. I have a different view of what some of the people are saying, but they still doing the same thing. Say hey, production babe.
Hey.
Okay. All right, so Kim wouldn't last. What in the name of Julie Chen movements are you talking about? Touching people's gender? That's what Shamari DeVoe was doing. You know, you give her a couple of sips, okay, and she's grabbing people by the okay. I enjoyed Mother DeVoe. She was messy. You know, I didn't. She was only here for 1 or 2 seasons, and the mess that we got from her was from someone detailing her, explaining the mess. You know, at least, you know, Mama Joyce was like, you ain't no damn family. You know, I didn't get none of that from, you know, Mama DeVoe. Now, Mother Dorothy, Candace's mom, we'll get into it. When it was time to be messy, she totally broke down to the You know what? I don't even think she gave me anything. If you're talking about Kim Fields, Jazz, I don't even think she gave me anything at the reunion. Even that whole say something. What you gonna do? As Sheree said, it was almost like my mother. Like it was go. Do you need this last check? Tiffany was and still is a real one made for reality. Yo, I'm not even gonna go into New York. Yeah, I know that's mother. So hands down the queen of reality television. There'll never be another. So I'm not even gonna go into that. Wanted to bring Regine Hunter to RHOA. Wait, Regine Hunter. I said Regine. I was about to say, I know you lying. You know what? The problem is that was a character she played. And since that was a character and it's not real, I think everybody thought she was about to be Regine Hunter. And I think that she went into those contracts saying, you know, yes, I'm going to be Regine. And she didn't have anything in her tap dancing husband to back it up. And her kids. You know, I'm doing mommies. This is a mommy, you know, podcast just for real moms. And we're really going to... Anyway... Kappa Tropper said, what's up? Can you put Metallica for whom the bell tolls? I have no idea what it means. Here's the problem with your scenario. You are put in a room with a YouTuber you don't like. They pay him to hit you, but not you. That isn't reality. That's a whole nother. So it depends on the reality show. This is Ghost Hunter thing, and this is referencing back to my scenario of reality shows still being reality, sometimes just based off of constructed meeting opportunities. Like sometimes you go to your best friend's party, and she be like, look, you know, that's my boyfriend's cousin. Like I know you don't like him, but you know you gotta he gonna be here too. And now we have to meet, and that's reality. This ain't the Bad Girls Club, okay? I would never be in a show like that. So it is known that the Bad Girls Club producers do say stuff like, girl, throw a little piece of paper at her. We'll give you another $20,000. They do that. I don't think that those same because Bravo has strict standards, and they don't want to be the type of reality show where there's violence involved. And I don't see myself being on anything outside of Bravo, maybe in our own network show, or CBS. I don't think nobody hated me, so I had to put that one of us. I want slow. I would do reality show in a second, be famous, do exciting things, and make tons of money. How do you say no? See, I think that the problem is, I think a lot of people would do reality shows. I don't think that everybody is a reality star, and that's where the difference is. Think about all of the seasons we've had of Big Brother, reality show, and that's on for a significant amount of time. Who we got? You know what I'm saying? Who we got? And I feel like not everybody is a reality star. Everybody can be on a reality show. Not everybody is a reality star. So I think that those are some of the things that you need to be mindful of and be careful of if you're like, oh, I'll do this reality show, because they can tarnish your reputation in your life, and you not even being able to realize it or know it or come through and be able to fix it because you were so focused on thinking that you're about to be something that's just not coming through. They said, hey, Busy, what's going on? Buy request 99. What's going on, Kim? So Katie talked about Mama Joyce. And Icon, ain't no damn baby. Y'all remember when she came in? Say hypothetically. Y'all know I love some Mama Joyce, old messy self. What up? What are you up to? Everybody's saying what's up to you, production babe. He probably got his headphones on. Okay, so I would be boring for sure. My show would be canceled. Also, you don't think you would be a part of an ensemble cast? You think that you would be by yourself? You think that you could secure your own contract? Now, I would never want to be by myself. If I was going to do a reality show, I would want to do a reality show with an ensemble cast. I don't think that my life is interesting on its own. I think that it has interesting aspects, and I would look at the producers and say, girl, is this good? Okay. I don't think that I have an interesting enough life by myself where I can have a show. I do think, though, I could come through. Okay. Ruffle some feathers, throw a little bit of salt in the game, walk away. I'll see y'all girls later. Y'all know how, what's the black man's name from this season of Ricky Williams? He was like, girl, they said they was about to vote you out, but I'll talk to you later about to take a shot. That's how I would be. Bring back R&B divas. Let's say this. I think the problem with R&B divas, and then we about to get to the Real Housewives of Potomac, because I don't want to make this, well, this is about to be long, but I think the problem with R&B divas, one, is that they just started picking up any old, person who liked to sing. When you had, what's that girl from Destiny's Child who decided she didn't want to sing throughout the whole entire thing, and she keep going on this tour of what, oh, my voice. Really? It wasn't Farrah. It wasn't Michelle. She was a part of the first group. Tavia, okay. Once you got Tavia coming down here talking about something, then I had this and that. I'm so over everything. I got kicked out of Destiny's Child first round. Give it a rest. And I felt like they just started picking any old person, and it didn't work. And they started giving so many, because one, it was TV1, which, I love because I went to Howard University. Because it was TV1, the coins were a little bit smaller. So you did have to get whoever you can get. What I didn't understand is that if you get in whoever you can get, why was there so much, the stringency of this contract should have been, the lawyers from TV1 should have been so strict on whatever we're going to give you. Girl, these are the pennies that we giving you, and this is what you about to do. I felt like there was so much leniency that they were giving. Like they got $1 million deals on the table when they coming out with albums. Why did the girl from City Girls not? She had a whole season was like, well, we can't show the kids. We can't talk about the. And who are you? Girl, then get off the show. Get off the show. It just didn't mesh. And also, it was a show about trying to bring different people together who weren't friends, except for that season with Kim Burrell and all of those other girls, because that was a good season. Outside of that, they were just trying to bring random people together and say, okay, let's do a benefit concert. Oh, okay, so we about to do a play? I couldn't. It just, I did like the concept of R&B divas. Again, I think what helps an ensemble cast show move along is the authenticity of the friendships, the authenticity of the relationship that they have with each other. Y'all remember on the first episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta this last season, and Candy and Shamari was meeting up, and it was like, oh, she's like, oh, you helped me with my career, you boosted, yeah, we've been friends for so long, this and that. Girl, let me get your number. I'm not following you on Instagram. Are you friends or are you not friends? Like, what's... I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get it. And I can't. Having all of that been said, Real Housewives of Potomac is the show to watch. You can actually Hulu all of the seasons, and I implore you to, Hulu specifically, Season 3, to catch up with the storylines. I'm going to talk through each of the housewives and why this show has become my favorite. One, there is an authenticity of the friendships. Karen Huger, Giselle, whatever her last name is, and Robin Dixon have been friends for a very long time. They've been living in Potomac. They know each other through Potomac. And they know, and they have that authenticity. They have old photos together. They've been doing things together, and they have that mesh well. The other three ladies, Ashley Darby, Monique Samuels, and Candace Dillard, they're all the young girls who, at the age that they're in, because they're the same age as me. We gotta stick together. We gotta stick together. We gotta like each other while we try to mesh with these older individuals. And it's one of my favorite things about this show. It's these older, established, most times, depending on who it is, they can be very messy, but well put together, classy women, quote unquote, incorporating these younger women who are trying to be the best housewives or learning their relationships and their marriages as they can be, and they're coexisting in this environment in a way to progress just women empowerment movement and their struggles of marriage, and knowing that at the end of the day as women they're gonna be okay. And it's so amazing to see. It's so strong to see. And outside of any of the messiness that happens or what happens, these women are able to come together on levels that the other reality show, that the Real Housewives of Atlanta can't, because they don't know each other. And it's a difference of when these people who have known each other for years come and say, you know what? I'm sorry, and I'm also going to give a gift to your husband because I know that also hurt that person. And let me take you all out for dinner, or I'm gonna come over and let's just do this barbecue and let's just have our husbands and their families are intertwined, their lives are intertwined. It's just. And they're meeting and eating and living and breathing and socializing with Potomac and the greater Washington area. And I just love it. I love it. That's the first thing. The relationships and the genuineness of these friendships, so good. Let me read some of the comments. Another show I didn't watch. You're gonna watch after this, Ghost. Ashley, I met Ashley. She's nice. I met Michael. Did he grab your boot? Oh no, you're a woman. You're a woman. We have to suspend logic for these shows, Blue. No, I don't think we do. I really don't think we do. I think that people go out and search for. That's why the Braxton Family Values is such a premiered or revered show on WeTV, because people want that. Now they done messed it up when they were trying to go for drama, but people want that. But because we don't have that, it takes a toll. RHOA changed once producer Carlos was let go. No, RHOA changed once producer Carlos came in, and then once he left, someone was trying to make some type of structure that didn't work with the structure that Carlos had, the mess that Carlos had created. I think RHOA changed, the Real Housewives of Atlanta changed once Carlos became executive producer. Nobody would change my mind, because now we were focused on external individuals breaking up and targeting and being a part of this cast. And they, at the end of the day, they said, look, so it's been 30 minutes. I'm going home. Yeah, girl, I slept with your husband. I gotta go. When these other people were trying to cultivate stuff, but then that broke apart real relationships like Candy and Phaedra. TV struggles aren't real struggles. I don't believe that. Y'all probably may be talking about me after this. I truly don't believe that. Karen the Grand Dame, sure do love her. My point slide, I agree with you. People agree with. I definitely do think that TV struggles are real struggles. It's about. I do know that from a production standpoint, it's about what we want to highlight. Now we ain't gonna show all your life. Some of the things are more interesting than the other. I like Married to Medicine, Atlanta. You know what, Quad? She's been reaching out to me to try to get me to watch the show. I think that you have to have a natural. I think that they're very similar to what I'm talking about right now, but you just have to get into them, and I just haven't. I'm sorry. I'm not married to medicine at all. I'm afraid of the doctors. Yes, hit that like button. Come through, Katie. Okay, so the next thing. So I talked about the authenticity of their friendships. The second thing was. Oh, what was the second thing? Oh, the second thing. The second thing, I'm not being sold. I'm not being commercial to. I'm not being, advertised to. These women are living life. Here and there, they'll talk about something, but it's not the crux or the major points of the storylines in any of the season. And I'm hoping that whoever is producing and going to continue to produce the show, don't change that. Do not change that. What I don't like about the Real Housewives of Atlanta and how it's become is, it's Candy. Oh, I got, this business of the week. And then, soon after that scene is over, you have Cynthia worried about the party that she's talking about for her spiritual thing. And then you got Nene meeting at her store to talk about what's going on with Shamar because she's getting back into a group to make sure that she can sell her. Eva, and then, she's calling Eva, but Eva's on the set of the pillow thing that she's trying. These women definitely mention, here and there, the fact that they have other things going on. At the end of the day, they are talking about their relationships with their husbands and their relationships with their friends. And outside, when those stresses become too much, they go into the relationships with their what I don't want to call them careers, their external projects. And I think that that's what I like more about this show is that I'm not constantly being I'm getting able to watch these people deal with miscarriages. And I remember being one of my ex-girlfriends, we went through a miscarriage. And the difference between understanding how a male goes through, a miscarriage or dealing with something and a female goes through one. Or even abortion. And depending on the route that you take an abortion, how do you all deal with that? I've been able to learn about how people are dealing with miscarriages, how people deal with family conflicts that deal with their relationships. I've been able to learn about bringing in new relationships to your families, to learn about business and relationship, to learn about like moving and that aspect of how it. Our focus is the focus of this show is so much more centered on these women's centered lives, and then how they come together, waiting to exhale and deal with this. And it's so refreshing. Like, it's just so, to me, it's just very, very refreshing. It's something that I'm not getting from the other show. I'm learning about these people. And I'm genuinely feeling for or understanding who they are. And I feel like this show, now it's just only in its fourth season, it's still new enough where I'm still getting, outside of Karen, the Grand Dame, I'm still getting their authentic lives. And I appreciate that. And I value that. And I think that that's what keeps the strength in this show and the friendships that they have created. If I can do one more thing that I like about the show before I start to get into the characters, it's they not always eating. Y'all, and this be happening on the Braxton Family Values too, but it definitely be happening on RHOA. We have dinner to discuss a situation that happened over dinner, okay? And now we about to have another, but we at the next dinner, we have to discuss what happened at this dinner from the last dinner, and whatever happened, the residual effects from the first dinner, because it all came from the initial dinner. So wait till we get to this next dinner. All we doing is eating. All they doing is eating, and it's just so frustrating. Oh my God, they doing is eating. So let me read some of the comments. Go ahead and said, who the hell does that? I slept with your husband. Goodbye. I'm just telling you, that's what some of the people did it. Kadeva says, so ladies of a certain age may need someone to put a bug in their ear to what is cool or hip. Sell something to them. Which, I do feel like once I get into the characters, I'll tell you why I feel like some characters are here, but I still think that it creates a healthy balance. Kim said, you will like Married to... hands down, I feel like I would. I just haven't gotten into it. I haven't given it the time of day. Now, I do watch For It's Rocks, and sometimes if Funky Dineva does reviews, I'll watch the reviews, but admittedly, I do not watch the show. Katie says, I love when they eat. That's all they doing. Candy coming for the food. Ghost Hunter, with BBUS being about a month away or so, will you be doing... Oh, let's be... I ain't never missed no Big Brother recaps, and y'all know I'm not. I will say it's going to be difficult because I do want to do Real Housewives of Potomac recaps. So we're going to see how those fit in. But I do love this show, and I feel like it deserves more. I truly feel like this show deserves more, and I'm gonna be one of those people who do recaps. I'm gonna be live for Big Brother, and I will do. So I got a new. Y'all see, I got my laptop fixed and updated. So I'll be doing, recorded video. Maybe I'll do recorded Big Brother videos and then live RHOA videos, because I actually like going live after Thursday night's episode when the evictions are, and not every night. Listen, I'm so greedy. It's always about food for me. Apparently, because that's all they be doing is eating. So those are my things. I love the authenticity of their friendships. I love that they're doing other things. They're going out to the park. They're doing their charitable events. Like, I just love their activities more. Let's go through the characters, and then we're gonna do this episode and recap. So let's start with the people that I don't like. Okay. Giselle Bryant. Okay, these are all the characters from season 3 when y'all start to watch it, and it's the same cast to season 4. Giselle Bryant. Now, at first glance, first watch, first being a part of the show, I was like, okay, love her. I'm here for her. You know, she's cute. She's giving me poise. She's giving me, you know, older adult mother. She's messy. She's bitter. The tunnel vision that she has in her explanations or reasons why she's doing things. Giselle Bryant, she has no fault. I personally think she's uninteresting. And this is what I talk to y'all. When I tell y'all that you don't need a storyline to be a part of a cast. And in this season 2, for season 4, and in season 3, Giselle had no storyline. She had zero storyline. Now, a storyline was kind of created for her by other cast members after she brought that man on for one episode. Giselle, she has no storyline. She's tried to bring in that every hue business, which, you know, go to Target, you can get it. It's definitely in, you know, Target worldwide. This show does not, the producers have made it an effort to make sure that they don't truly focus on their business endeavors, okay? Unless they're mocking them. So we didn't get a chance to see any of that. Her man was on there for 1 or 2 episodes. Then he was like, girl, I'm done with you. Her children wasn't on there. Giselle had no storyline at all. Giselle's only thing is how she interacts with Karen Huger, Robin Dixon, and then the shade that she's gonna throw to the other girls. She's a part of the Green Eyed Monster group, and her relevance is her asking hypothetical rhetorical questions and seeing how people are going to get mad at them. And then saying her reasonings behind why she was going to, you need to grow up, and I can't because I'm too. She don't got no husband. She dated once and the guy said no. The other people that she dated, no one thought that was real. They don't show her. She can go. And there's only one now, I will say that she's beautiful and she's messy with the other ladies, which is why she's here. Her by herself, that show, I don't even think that it will pilot. They'll say, look, we've been filming you for over 2 years. We don't have any, we don't have anything to show, okay? But her in an ensemble cast, boom, it works. I know why she's here. I just don't like her. Let's see. I know Giselle was gonna be. I can't. Sorry, Kim. I just can't. Feel better, MG. Oh no, Mama Ghost isn't feeling well. Yo, tell Mama Ghost that I love her. Who else? Giselle and Robin both been told all their life they are cute because they're light skinned and green eyes. I don't know. I actually don't know that for sure. I don't think Robin has been told that. Giselle for sure. I don't think linebacker Robin feels that same way. Kim, yes, seeing real in reality. Oop, Kim is a T. Y'all, baby girls, light skin with green eyes too. The conflict when I watched this show. Giselle always talking about her ex in her interviews. Y'all see how she strategically says when I was married to a pastor? Okay, her ex-husband said, "Let me tell you something. You even act like you're gonna say my name, and I'll take all those funds away." Kim, I would employ you to look past whatever generational things that are happening in her family, you know, genetics or whatever, because you know she is a black woman, and her kids are black women who are gorgeous. She has gorgeous teens. Very, 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 very beautiful and very like vibrant and fun, like, you know, kids. Look past that because of her interaction. She is another type of black woman, and it's good to see that interaction between everybody else. Speaking of another light-skinned, green-eyed monster, since we on it, she got a whole book out about her life with a pastor. No, her book is similar to Sheree's, and it's a fictional book that could mirror her life. Y'all remember when Monique said she don't need a ghost writer, she need a ghost reader. All right, y'all. Second of my least favorites, Robin Dixon. Robin Dixon. Now, this is what my problem is with Robin Dixon. First of all, if we were just filming Robin Dixon's life, no show. No show. Canceled. No show. There's only there's three reasons why she's here. One, her ex-husband, baby, daddy, boy she living with, boyfriend, whoever, that man is so fine. Okay? Let's just take a moment. I'll be sitting with Bae and have to stop and say, I think Bae and I were in an argument or a disagreement the other days about something. Oh my God, this man's so funny. I'm sorry, okay? If we have to take her to be on this show for us to see him, girl, here go the contract. That man is so, y'all, that man is so fine. I'm sorry. If we could bypass her and just give him the contract, I'm sure Bravo would. But that man's so fine. Okay, and I feel like that's one of the reasons why that's a delicious looking man, y'all. Y'all, let's take a moment of silence. Oh, sorry, y'all. Okay, guys, sorry. Second, this tragedy is so pathetic to watch that is good. You know how you have your guilty pleasure? The storyline of her and Juan and how they're doing what they're doing and what's happening. It's like, girl, we here now, we might as well watch it. You know what I'm saying? Well, we don't walk into the wrong theater, but, you know what I mean? It said we can't leave. It said we don't get no refunds, so we might as well watch it. You know, nothing we can do. The third reason why she's here. And I haven't got to the Grand Dame yet, but because the Grand Dame is of such an older age, it'd be very weird of her to just deal with a very younger cast, you know, 20 or 30 years her senior, of their senior, and not having the connection. So they need Giselle, who actually is okay television, and, you know, somebody like the tag along, butt sniffing, you know, fine husband having, Robin to help. My problem with Robin is, one, this storyline is getting old. And I don't know how long I can take. You know, we're finally working through this relationship. Things are finally looking up for Juan and I. Our finances are finally moving up and onward. We've come to a good place, Juan and I. Like, it's just, how many seasons are y'all gonna be getting to the good place? Next reason why. Now, I don't like Giselle more because she just annoys. She's just here to pick fights, and not even in a good and strategic way. She's just nasty and mean, just to be nasty, and I cannot take her. And this is why she's over Robin. Robin, while her storyline is boring, she is insecure and feeble, and to me, she's weak. I feel like, she's staying with Juan because of the problems that they had, and I do think that there's strength in their story and their relationship, so I'm not going to knock that. But her as an individual, especially battling these other ladies, she don't stand the test. And because she's standing behind Mean Giselle, she tried to come up to these women and say, I heard that you did an Instagram post about me. Girl, I'm not talking to you about this today. Well, you need to talk. What is your issue with me? What is the issue? She whines through the fact that she's trying to act like she's harder than who she is. It's a no for me. It's a no for me. And my problem is, while she's on the show, she has to be genuinely hooked up with these three older people. And I feel like she fits more and wants to create more of a connection with these younger people. It's just, she doesn't fit. She doesn't work. Her storyline has never changed. And I'm over it. I'm truly over it. I'm over her trying to do arguments, and she's so weak. I can't. I can't. Next person. Now she's neutral. I'm gonna give this person neutral. I don't dislike. I'm gonna say 2 I dislike, 2 are neutral, 2 I like a lot. This one is gonna be a hard one, but I'm gonna have to say that it is Miss Karen Huger. Now, I'm not trying to be ageist, okay? But I'm finding it hard. Now, I'll say this. Karen Huger, she's the grande dame of Potomac. She's the older woman. She's the mother of the group. She is the most poised and eloquent in her speech and vernacular. Not that she's educated, because she refused her degree from her parents. But she keeps the ladies together, and she holds herself at such a high esteem. Her family, and her finances and the things that they do in such a high esteem that you just can't have. The show would not be the show without her antics. I'm sorry. Like, we just need her. She also, I don't want to say she has a lack of a storyline, but because her storyline is of her not wanting to make her life a storyline, it's so frustrating and confusing, but it's so juicy and good to watch. It's like she's broke, but she doesn't want to say she's broke. So she acts rich, but the storyline is of her being broke, so it's about her and her antics of being rich. I just love it. And she's over the top. She's dramatic. She's theatric. She's just fun. She gets with the older. She gets with the younger. She's not shady. She wants everyone to get along. I just in general enjoy and love her. I just do. I just truly do. I don't even think they have more things to say, but if you like people who are just eccentric, boisterous, bougetto, they're being classy, but they really ain't got it like that. Confident in that though. Karen Huger is that girl, and she gives antics. She gives shows. She had a press conference with no press, and the way she does her, you guys have to watch her. You have to watch the show. Let me read some of the comments. Juan can get it. Sure can. Katie, okay, praise the hands. Sierra says she is born. Yes, let's be clear. Robin Dixon and those linebacker shoulders are boring. Okay? 4 seasons of working. It's been 4 seasons of them being in the good space. Girl, what's the next phase? Like, what's next? Okay? She isn't, Sierra says she isn't opening up. She can't because Giselle won't have it. That may be the thing. Giselle is probably saying, let me tell you something, Robin, don't tell too much. I will say this. The thing about Robin and those who maybe watch the Real Housewives of Atlanta, because he was about to die. Robin is just like Sheree Whitfield, but they're allowing her to be broke. Okay? And so is Robin with no shame. Those are the only differences that Sheree Whitfield and Robin Dixon have. Robin Dixon and Sheree Whitfield are the same character, except they are allowing, and Robin Dixon has no shame in being broke. Let's be clear. Where Robin lives, I lived out there. Okay? $900 a month. Okay? So there's no shame. It's just that Robin is okay saying, we're getting to a good space. We're moving to a 400-foot studio to a 500-foot. And I'm going to show you guys that. Next. So I talked about Giselle. I don't like Robin. Don't like Karen. Neutral. Because you need her. You need her. Now, oh, wait. Let me read some more to come. Sorry. The fact that she's married to Peter Thomas' granddaddy, though. You know what? I will say this. Karen Huger, ride or die. You're not going to tell her. She's like Rachel Riley, and ain't nobody coming between me and my man, and nobody saying nothing about my man. She is going down, okay? Well, never mind. No, she's not, because Karen Huger's rich, okay? Her husband was broke. Karen and the broke Bill Gates. Giselle is like Nene when it comes to Robin. Okay, I can see that. Giselle is like Nene when and Robin is like Cynthia. Except Cynthia has something going on, okay? And a husband and children who cared about her. Not Peter's granddad, right? Damn, I didn't even put that together. That was really good. Sheree made the house happen. It took years, but it happened. Let's be clear. Once we get into the review of the first episode, isn't somebody's storyline very similar to, Neverland's? But anyway, let's get to the next person that is neutral. Now, this is very hard for me because if I was going to be a housewife, if God said, look, BusyBlu, boom, you're a woman, and I had to emulate any of the housewives from this franchise, it would be Monique Samuels. I love her. She loves her family. She loves her husband. She loves her kids. And she devotes herself to that. And when it's time to have girls' time, she has those times with her girls. And I think that what I appreciate about her is that, not that she's not messy, okay? Because I will say she's boastful. Monique is an individual who, China had to go to the 5th house today, to cop the millions. Now I'm stressed, I'm so tired. She is boastful and she's messy in that aspect. But I feel like she's genuine in her relationships and her regard to the friendships. I feel like she is personable in the fact that she wanted to be a rapper when she did not come to the Greater Washington area, the DMV area, to get a husband. She came to be a rapper, and that's when she met her husband. She's genuine in her affection and love for her family. And we've been able to see that the family is so much so a unit that when that mom was like, oh, I got that hoe together, that heifer together, didn't I? Yes, and the heifer got you right back into the barn, okay? And we haven't seen her since, okay? I just love her spirit. I love her genuineness. Now, she was messy this last season, and I can see why she's been messy. Her and Giselle, which is probably another reason why I put her over Karen, they have this conflict. Giselle was just a bitter old, first lady, divorced, can't get a man like you if you put the picture in the magazine, and she's jealous of what Monique has. And I feel like Monique is just living her life, and she's putting forth the best that she could. And I just love her. I just love her. I'm not overly excited about her. Her as a housewife is necessary for this show, and she fits very cohesively in the group. Next one I love would have to be Candace. Y'all, Candace, outside of her being my HU sister, Candace is vibrant, she's young, she's youthful, she's not taking a lot of things to heart, and she's just trying to find her way and be fun and flirty with it. And she's breaking barriers in the fact that, look, we're not doing it this Potomac way. Y'all about to get in these balls. We're gonna run around. And we're gonna have fun doing it. I love the uniqueness of her story. Of her mother. So Monique is getting married to her, her husband, or her fiance Chris. But the uniqueness of her story is the fact that her mother raised her as a single mother. And she had a very successful therapy, psychology, sociology practice. Her mother pays for a good portion, let's say 66, 60, 70, 75% of her life. And the story is watching her go through the struggles of, one, getting in this or understanding this balance in her relationship with her fiance. Two, trying to get into this relationship or to become accustomed to and a part of this group of what it means to be these Potomac women. And then three, this struggle that she's having with gaining her independence while still, financially being tied to her mother. And that uniqueness of that story and watching her go through all those triangular things, I just think that it's interesting. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I think that that's probably why these people are more of my favorites. Because Giselle don't got no storyline. It's her and her conflict with everybody else, and maybe a guy likes her. Robin, her storyline is played out, and that's it. And Karen fits, but her storyline is whatever she doesn't want her storyline to be. Which I love. I love the fact that whatever the adverse thing is she was going for is what becomes her thing. What I don't want to talk about is the fact that I lost the car. Boom, Karen lost the car. Oh, we got to talk about that whole season. You guys get out of my business. You're not afraid. I love it. You have Monique going through things with her pregnancy, her relationship with her husband, things going with her friendships, and uniqueness of whatever's going on with her being busy, her alleged alcoholism through in her business, whatever. And then you have this uniqueness of Candace, and I think that Candace, as a whole, has been able to hold her head high and really give a different spark and light to the show that I think that was necessary. My fave, top notch. I'm sorry, you guys. It's Ashley Darby. Call Ashley Darby what you want. She's a woman on a mission. What I love about Ashley Darby is that she is Kenya Moore mixed with Candy Burris, trying to get in a hint of Cynthia Bailey. Okay, do you know what I'm saying? And what, she got mama issues. She's an encompass of all of these ladies. On top of that, she lets nothing pass and she reveals herself. And I cannot ask for more. I feel like I get the authenticity from Ashley, even her shady ways of letting it be known. I mean, she didn't have 2 drinks. I mean, I saw about 3, 4, 5. She was guzzling them down. I just love it. Throughout these seasons, and before we get to number 4, we've seen Ashley go through struggles in her relationship, trying to find that balance. So her husband is old. He old. Okay? He old. But you like it, I love it. So she likes him. We watched her deal with that balance of him not making her feel like she's his child and not treating her like a child. After that, he's a restaurateur, trying to see her and trying to incorporate herself in her husband's business and showcase like, yo, I'm here to be a part of this. It's not just you. We've seen her in her conflict of her family issues within her marriage. Ashley don't got no money. And the money that she was using to help her mother live in a home and actually have living expenses was all coming from Michael. Michael said, fuck no, man, Pam. We're not doing this no more. And there was a conflict of how do I tell my mom, girl, I'm going to be broke if I don't let you go. And then her and her relationships or friendships with the group. She's had those on and off. Now, Ashley pulls out the light. Now, she's had problems with Rob and Dixon. Girl, this is boring and this is unhealthy. Karen, you're a liar. Giselle, no one cares. Monique, you're an alcoholic. Candace, your mama's paying for your stuff. She has her issues with everyone. But she don't let no stuff pass. And outside of that, not letting anything pass, Ashley telling her own business. When I saw her wake up in their apartments and she was kicked out, she said, look, if I'm going to sit here and be messy and tell everybody else's stuff, I'm going to tell my own stuff. I just love her. And if you guys want to watch a show that has individuals who collectively get together and are also young and vibrant and growing and getting to learn relationships, marriages, and friendships, while other people who are seasoned either going through divorce, being in long marriages and trying to figure that out, or in a interesting situation where we're trying to figure out where life goes after this. Yo, this show has everything. And on top of it all, they get together. There's drama. Let's be clear. But they fix it and they have fun. And they have genuine fun. Bar none, the show is amazing. Let me do this real quick recap and review because y'all know we getting over an hour. Yo, I want to thank everybody who's been rocking with me thus far. I was on a live with Jolene. She was doing the Survivor Breakdown with Jolene. And I was like, I wonder if people stay on lives this long. Like, I am that person. I want to thank all of y'all for rocking with me because y'all know I haven't been here for a long time. I've been in and out, work and stuff has been going on. And I didn't know how long this thing was going to be. So I want to tell you guys already, like right now, I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. And we about to get this recap and review out because I am going to start recapping and reviewing the show. So first we start with Giselle, the green-eyed monster. She's with her kids. Her kids are growing up beautifully. She tried to act like she was cooking, but it's like, girl, that was lo mein and shrimp fried rice. Like, put that thing in the bowl and hand it out to the kids. I don't even know why you're trying to act like you're trying to fool us. But she wants to apologize to Karen. The kids was like, yo, girl, you been too mean to her anyway. We've been knowing her for a long time since we was kids with nappy hair. Let's bake some cookies. Oh, babe, I want some cookies. Babe. Hear me. I can't text her because I'm on the phone. I'm getting cookies tonight. After that, we go to Ashley. Ashley, she had a miscarriage. So she is trying to deal with that and Michael. Now, let me say this. And I'm not trying to be insensitive. So please excuse me if it comes off this way. I know that they start to film shortly after the reunions are filmed. Y'all put in the comments, how soon after? In my opinion, or I would think that's at least about 2 or 3 months. How long y'all think after the reunion is, finalized and filmed, do they start shooting? I'll wait till y'all put it in the comments. Because then, I don't know if I'm going to say what I want to say. Because it may come off as insensitive. Because I got 2 people's stories that's about to come off this way. I think it's about 2, like about 2 months. Okay. 2 months, 3 months. Okay. So, You know what? Let me not say that because I'm still trying to get over some feelings from a miscarriage that was had. So you know what? I'm gonna leave that alone. She talked about, the reason I say that is because they talked about the miscarriage at the reunion for season 3, and I remember Michael getting so choked up. I remember just seeing the tears in his eyes about like how he wanted to have a baby with Ashley. So the miscarriage now this season has brought them together. They're a lot closer. Y'all, she started putting whipped cream on him. I had whipped cream on her. He was trying to lick it off. I feel like his dentures came out. He picked them. He caught them. I don't, you know, I'm not going to say that because when the scene was happening, I did text Bae and was like, well, let's get some whipped cream. You know? I was a little intoxicated, a little inebriated because it was Cinco de Mayo. But I just didn't like it after I saw it when I was sober. I know within this, you know, Ashley and them, they're trying to just move forward in a relationship. Ashley has decided that she's going to do everything different. She's doing yoga. She's eating beans. She said, Beyonce, how do I do the vegan diet? You know, she's using 4-ply toilet tissue, and she's using, you know, disposable wipes after. She's doing everything she can, you know, to make sure that she has a healthy baby this time. Bravo won't let her be great because, you know, in the same scene, they're like, but Michael groped somebody. They're doing a flash forward. What's it called? Foreshadowing. I don't even think it's called foreshadowing because it was alleged. But we got the footage. At the end of the day, they flash forward. Let's call it a flash forward. To Michael, he wasn't worried about whatever yoga you've been doing because he was trying to get to the yoga in somebody else's pants. After that, we got Karen Huger. Now, let me tell y'all this. Y'all lying. And I promise y'all lying. If y'all say y'all didn't believe that Karen didn't live in that house in season 3. Ain't no way that lady lived in that. It just looked like a staged home. Throughout all of season 3, no part of BusyBlu thought that she lived there. No part. It was so staged. You can watch one of the episodes. I can't remember what episode it is. I want to say it's like episode 5 or something. The girl opened up a drawer, pulled 3 napkins out. Because that was the only thing that was in the drawer. Pulled 3 napkins out. Set the table. No, 4 napkins. Set the table. You know, put the glasses, trying to order that. And just started reading. There are no pictures on the wall. It looked like when you're trying to buy a new apartment and the people say, okay, let me take you to the showroom. It looked like an Airbnb. It did not seem real. It did not seem real. Let me tell y'all one thing. She done learned from the last season, okay? I still don't know the veracity of whether or not they live there, but I will say this. It looks a little bit more truthful. Because now it looks a little bit more raggedy. You see pictures on the wall, off-color, you know, cooking utensils. Now it looks like she lives there. We see her. We also see Matt. Y'all remember Matt? Y'all, my favorite, if y'all haven't watched the show or y'all want to watch the show, the first episode I implore you to watch, season 3, episode 2, Meet the Press. That's when we first meet Matt. Funniest episode of Real Housewives of Potomac ever. There would be nothing to top that, okay? That's when we first see Matt. Somebody said, what's up, what's up? And that's when we first see Matt. But Matt is her friend. They've been friends for over 15, 12 years or whatever. And he's coming over, you know, to help her. She's still, you know, worried about her fragrance. But she's in the grieving process. Now, her parents passed prior to the reunion. They buried her dad the Thursday prior to the reunion, so it was still very new. But if we're given that 2-gap window, y'all see where I'm going without going there because I don't want to be that person, you know? Anyway, you know, she's dealing with that. As she's dealing with that, Giselle decides she wants to call because she ain't got no storyline, you know. She's like, hey, girl, you know, what you doing? I wanted to come over. You know, Giselle's like, hey, you treated me so poorly last season. So if you guys remember, Karen Huger and her husband were going through those financial situations with the business. Now, apparently, the problems that were happening with the business was just with the husband and the business. Karen Huger has always filed separately with her husband, so Karen Huger never had financial problems. On top of that, moving to Potomac was strategic for them, and it was something that they wanted to do, and they actually lived there. So for Giselle to be saying, oh, you broke, y'all owe all this money, and you don't live in that house, it was an insult to someone who's a real friend. And Karen was taking this time to not only grieve, but, you know, take herself away from negative energies. Okay? So she said, hey, girl, now is not the time. I'm still grieving. So after that, you know, she hangs up. And, you know, Giselle ain't afraid to double text. She one of those double texting girls. She said, look, let me say something. I feel like we just talked, but my daughter made these cookies. My daughters made these cookies, and you have to eat at least one. So Karen was like, well, you know, I can send Matt to the door. Just no, man, Pam, I don't want to see that white man. I need to see you come to the door. So she came to the door. Hey, I'm going to get the cookies, girl. Bye. We're grieving. I'll call you during the wedding. After that, we see Monique. You know, Monique is tired and pregnant. She actually she had a miscarriage last season, or between the season ending and the reunion, but this time she actually is having a baby. You know, she is that woman who's a homemaker. She's a wife. She's a mother. She's a businesswoman. She's an entrepreneur. She's a philanthropist. You know, she's a homeowner. She's a rent, you know, collector. She's doing all of that stuff. And now she's prepared for baby shower number 3. Now, y'all, I don't got no babies. And I feel like she got babies of the opposite sex. If you want baby 3 or 4, do you still have a baby shower? Because I feel like, girl, we already gave you that stuff. Now, you're married, so you had to have assumed, or at least thought maybe I would have more than one. You didn't put it in the closet or a box or a hamper in the attic. You can't ask your sister or your cousin or your friend to get that stuff back. Do y'all go to baby showers to people who be having their 3rd and 4th and 5th baby? I just don't understand. Where all the other stuff go? Me and baby moved together. We trying to consolidate, and we still got shirts from high school. Y'all didn't keep the baby stuff? Maybe a baby sprinkle, just to get together. Don't expect anything. Depends on how far apart the kids are. Now, her kids, and the other one had to at least be like 3. He was crawling on the counter last season. Maybe 2 or 3. Let me tell you something. If you invite me to your baby shower, and you talk about you on your 3rd one. Now, if you on your 3rd one, but you're in a marriage and it's their 1st one, I may change my opinion. But Dollar Quasia, you on your 3rd one, we don't know the baby daddy, or the baby daddy's coming, he's just going to be showing up for the pictures, the family coming in. Hang it up, flash screen. No, man, no. Wear that stuff that I got you from the first 2. No, man, I'm not doing it. No! Girl, wear that stuff that I got you from the first. First of all, I thought that I was making a valuable investment. You put it on your baby register because I thought you was going to get multiple uses out of it. Where it go? When I thought multiple uses, I meant multiple children. What did you think? No. You said a crib for multiple uses. I thought multiple children. What were you going for? No, I'm not doing it. Katie said gift card. So I'm not a gift card person. I've never been the person to give the gift cards. I am a person who wants to see you unwrap an actual gift. I am a gift person. I'll tell you one thing though. Let me see that gift get regifted or come to your house and had it not be used. I bought my grandmother a deep fryer once because she said she wanted it. 2 years later, I'm sitting down and she had a deep fryer just on the counter. It wasn't still in the box, but it clearly had it. You still had it wrapped. I said, "Oh, this look nice." And I was thinking, because I had just got out of college now, I want a deep fryer. Nana, Grandma, let me get one of these. No, someone important bought that for me. I can't give it away. I mean, but you're not using it. They don't know you're not using it. Just give it to me. No, sorry, BusyBlu. Somebody important gave it to me. I can't just gift it away. Hold up. Is this the... I picked that thing up like Grumpy and I walked out the door. Why did I give this to you? No, if I see that you're not utilizing the gift to my specificity, I'm taking it away. I'm taking it away. And this is why I can't do gift cards, because
According to Wikipedia, Wake Island is a coral atoll in the Western Pacific Ocean in the northeastern area of the Micronesia subregion, 1,501 miles east of Guam.
Hey, Google. 290. Stop. I don't even know where that came from. Talk about Wake Island. At the end of the day, I give you gifts because of, you're asking for them. I'm thinking that you're getting multiple use out of. Ain't no way that I see that you're not using it to my specificity, and I think you about to keep it at that. Nope. I know I bought you this toaster, but it doesn't look like enough crumbs are at the bottom to know that you're using it enough. I'm gonna take this back. This is not mine. Oh, it's nighttime, y'all. Oh, it's 11. Okay, so it's almost time to go. So let me speed through this, y'all. So she on baby shower number 3. She's talking to her husband. Alexa, turn the living room. She's talking to her husband, and she's like, "Yo, I gotta apologize. I'm trying to invite everybody, but I gotta talk to Giselle. I treated her wrong last year. I'm sorry. Last year and last season, she didn't like Giselle. Giselle was dating some guy named Sherman, okay, for 2 episodes. At the end of the day, it was another lady who was the crux of the show. Her name is Charisse. Charisse ain't got no storyline outside of the fact that she being divorced and she can build wine and champagne bars in her house. So that's why she's gone. Now, she's still an integral part to the show. She is to Real Housewives of Potomac as Mariah is to Married to Medicine. They are the people that were that integral part to keeping this group and putting this show together. But girl, you ain't have nothing from me. Except, I don't know, because Mariah said, girl, do I have to bring out the receipt? I have the receipts, okay? Anyway, she wanted to bring out Sherman's ex-wife and put it on Giselle. But since Monique didn't like her, she started doing videos and filming with Sherman's ex-wife. That's really why Sherman really stopped showing up for the taping, but you ain't heard that from me. Anyway, Monique wants to apologize to Giselle. After that, you got Robin and Juan. The only key thing I'm about to pull out is that she must have been building Sheree Whitfield's house, because a whole season later, that fixer-upper... See, this house wasn't even built from scratch. It was a house that they're flipping. You see the house? Infrastructure. We got it. Boom. Make a new house. Y'all, my sources tell me that house still not flipped. It don't know how to do a cartwheel, backflip. It hasn't been able to do a tummy tuck, somersault. The house is still not flipped. I'm just telling you what my sources told me. Outside of that, everything's still the same. I mean, we saw Juan and we saw him smile. Hey. From there, we see Candace. Now, this is where it's about to get serious, and I'm going to end it, y'all. Candace is prepping for her wedding. As she's preparing for her wedding, she wants to make sure that all of her family and our family are there. She has a half-sibling. This half-sibling is a brother who was born prior to her, when her mother and her father were dating, but he had a little mishap. The condom broke, and here go the baby. Let me not say that, but they got a baby. She want to invite them, and she's very nervous. She's very scared. And Chris told her, like, look, yo, This is a sticky situation you in because your mom pays for everything, and you try to say, hey, you know, I want to invite who I want to invite, so that's on you. I'm gonna stay out of this one. And he's a smart man. After that, you have Candace going to Karen. She goes to Karen. You know, Karen loves Candace. You know, she's fun, she's vibrant. She can, you know, go with her. Da da da. So they're talking about the wedding, this and that. And Karen was like, I feel like something's wrong with you. What's going on? Candace is like, look, I'm afraid of what my... Y'all see how Candace always come prepared for the tissue. I'm afraid of what my mother's gonna, you know, think. I'm gonna invite my half brother to the wedding. And I'm nervous about telling her, but family is family, and this is the wedding that I want to have all my family at. And Karen was like, look, let me tell you something. The problems that your mother has with your brother are your mother's problems. And if you want that person at the wedding, then they at the wedding. If y'all gonna be beefing at the wedding, you should have been beefing at the wedding. Why would you bring it to somebody else's club? What you're not going to do is bring that to Bella Noche's. Because if you can't go to Bella Noche's, where can you go? Lastly, you got Candace and her mother. Candace, you know, she was sitting with her mom. She said, hey, girl, do you want some strawberries? They're eating breakfast. And she's like, hey, you know, Mom, you know, I'm trying to, you know, get the wedding together. You know, make sure everything's fine. Get the guest list together. People are RSVPing. There's something I want to talk to you about. Now, this reminded me of the conversation she tried to have with her mom about her fiance, Chris, and his extra son that she didn't tell him about. Clearly, she likes to do things the last minute with her mother. Dramatic effect. I just don't know how you're going to take this. Hey, her mother, what's her name? Mama Dorothy, she could not be more unbothered. Okay? That's that's how she be looking. That's how she be looking at that Candace. I just want to say that you remember years ago when my dad had a child, the mama Dorothy said, oh no, we're not talking about that. Cut, edit, sorry, production, no, shut it down right now. We're not talking about that. What are you getting into? Candace said, look, this is my brother, and I want him here at the wedding. Child, we saw Mama Dorothy transform. What? No, you're not going to bring this person to our wedding, embarrassing us. Why do you want to bring scandal and savage? I got notes. Sorry, y'all. Why you want to bring upsetness and nervousness and cheating and scandal to the wedding? That was your father's mistake. That was your father's mistake. This is it. Now you want to bring that to the wedding? And Karen said, look, this is my brother, and no. You're embarrassing me. You know, and this is, and I don't have time for this embarrassment that you're giving to me. A wedding is supposed to be exciting, and you want to sit here and embarrass me. People are going to be looking at me, and they're going to be looking at us. And Candace said, look, let me tell you something. I don't give up about what everybody else has to say. This is my brother. This is my wedding. It's not your wedding. It's mine. It's mine. Okay? And I want things how I want things. Her mother said, no, man, Pam, what you're not supposed to be doing is going around and licking people's from the net. You're supposed to be, you know, having loyalty. You're disloyal. You're supposed to be having loyalty to the people who have been there for you. I paid for your school. I paid for your field trips. I paid for you to be in the pageant. I paid for the pageant gown. I paid for the wedding. I paid for the seating. And you're going around here and licking people's holes of people who not. No. You done made a big mistake. Y'all, I promise y'all, if I wanted to really elaborate, I would be in this for hours. But I'm gonna keep it simple. One, I'm proud of Candace for sticking up for herself and understanding and knowing what she wanted for herself. It's a major feat. And being able to talk to someone that you're afraid of what they'll do or how things can crumble and still give your truth, and that's awesome. I disagree in her, and I'm different. So y'all judge me and put it in the comments. I am that person who was like, you know what? Girl, it's not my money. If the girl says she want the valid, if she want flying angels, I have to let the girl get the flying angels. I am very vocal in letting other people know that aspect. I'm not one to shy away from. Yo, I'm sorry. My mama said you can't come. She don't like you. And I know it's my birthday party, but the girl paid for it. Like I'm that person. So I applaud her and I see and I agree with her. And yo, if you're paying for this for me, this is my thing, and I want it how I want it, and I'm gonna say that. I also am separate in the fact that you know I didn't grow up with money. My mama said, "Look, chocolate or vanilla. I can't say metropolitan." Okay, then you not getting the cake or ice cream. Okay, well, she said make a decision. More money for the balloons. Okay. The mother needs her own episode. I'll say this. We've all experienced heartbreak. And I was watching a video from Funky Dinevil where he talked about how it's unfair of the mother to be even more upset at the situation or holding things from the relationship than how long the relationship was. And I don't agree with that. I don't know the severity of the relationship when they met each other or whatever. The first guy that I ever fell in love with, I don't think that's going away. And the hurt that came from it and everything else, that was a moment in time. And now I have a living being that I've been taking care of to remind me of that time. I don't know if longevity or anything plays a role into it. If even to today, my mom be like, "Oh, you look just like your daddy." I think she was very ridiculous, and she looked stupid and foolish for a lot of stuff that she was saying and how she was talking about the young man who had no choice in being brought into this world. I cannot say anything about how she feels. Hurt is what she feels, and that's clear. And the hurt is so strong and so poignant in her life that she wants to remove herself from all aspects. And that's fair and clear. I think where the problem comes in is what we as outside individuals are looking at her be mad at. Also, how she is viewing external situations like the child and how she's viewing or talking about them, which he just came here, sis. I'm still mad at my mom today that I have to pay rent and all of this stuff. Girl, if this is what I was going to be in for, you could have saved me or deported me. Swallow me whole. I didn't know this is what I was going up for. It wasn't my choice. You need to take that one up with the daddy. Y'all, it was a really good first episode, and I'm excited about the season. If you have not watched The Real Housewives of Potomac, do yourself a favor, get into it. And it's what you're looking for from The Real Housewives of Atlanta with a younger audience and a hit of spice. And I promise you, you will not be upset. Go to Hulu. You know what? Maybe I'll do a giveaway of 2 Hulu subscriptions. I bought an internet and it came with free Hulu. I haven't used it once. Maybe I'll do a giveaway of Hulu subscriptions. And just go watch it. Now don't watch season 1 or 2. I don't want you to, snooze fast. Watch season 3 and you'll fall in love because it's the same cast. Watch season 3. Maybe watch season 1 so you can see who Katie Ross is because she's coming back. Other than that, it's an amazing season. Y'all, tomorrow I'm going to come back here. I'm going to talk about everything Survivor, everything CBS, everything Big Brother, everything Amazing Race. So come back to me then. Y'all, I just had to do this video because I'm going to be doing another one on Sunday. I really enjoyed this time. I'm about to reheat this chicken and stuff because Ghost said don't eat on camera. If you want to know more about me and everything that I'm doing, you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter, BusyBlu, no space, no E. You can also find me on Facebook. I don't really be on that like that, but I'm going to start doing it again, you know what I'm saying? The BusyBlu. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and then share this video with everybody that you know. Hashtag RHOP. Let me heat up this chicken and food again. I'm about to go get busy, and you guys stay busy. I love everyone who stayed in here with me. Y'all the real ones. Until next time.